You've probably been choosing airplane seats all wrong. And I mean completely wrong. Picturing that consistent aisle seat you always take is the smartest option? Think again. It might be costing you money, comfort, and even your luggage. After analyzing hundreds of flights and uncovering countless seat selection mistakes, I've discovered some of the airline industry's most closely guarded secrets. And today, I'm revealing exactly which seats can make or break your entire flying experience. You'll learn why I've completely flipped my personal seat choice, and why you probably should too. By the end of this video, you'll know the #1 5-seat selection strategies that 90% of travelers never consider, and the 3 seats you should never occupy. Let's get started. Secret number 1. Why window seats are actually brilliant, but not for the reason you'd assume. Everybody assumes window seats are all about looking outside. Not so. Here's the thing. Airlines don't explain. Window seats are your key to not getting sick. Why? Because you only have germs coming at you on one side, instead of being stuck between 2 coughing and sneezing individuals for the rest of the flight. Furthermore, the wall provides you with something to lean against, and this permits you to sleep more comfortably and avoid neck strain. The view? A perk. But the inside secret: select window seat based on your flight direction. East in the morning? Sit on the right side to avoid blinding Sunday west in the evening? Sit on the left for same reason. Most passengers never think of this, but it makes a difference between 6 hours of squinting or a hassle-free flight. Of course, there's a trade-off. You're trapped in. Bathroom breaks mean asking strangers to move, or worse, climbing over them. Don't be that person. But hold on, it gets even more strategic from here. Secret number 2, the aisle seat. Trap that's costing you money. I was all about the aisle seat for years. Ease of movement, quick bathroom use, easy exits. It was the best, in my opinion. But all of this changed when United Airlines introduced a new boarding scheme called WILMA. Window seats board first, middle seats next, aisle seats last. Sounds great, right? Less time on the plane? Actually, it's a nightmare. That's why overhead space is come and go. So, if you board last with your aisle seat, there's most likely no space for you. Your carry-on is gate checked, tossed around by bag handlers, and you wait at baggage claim, hoping it's handed over in one piece. That free gate check can cost you time, anxiety, and even money if your bag ends up damaged or lost. Suddenly, the aisle seat doesn't seem so bright anymore. But the thing is, because there's a trick to getting around the system. Secret number 3, the middle seat psychology trick. Middle seats are the worst, aren't they? But what if I told you that they can be your little secret weapon? With the new WILMA boarding policy, those traveling in middle seats board second, so you get access to overhead space before aisle seaters, but without the window seat stampede. It's a little understood sweet spot that most passengers haven't caught on to. And that's just the beginning. In part 2, I will analyze how to select the best row on the plane, and why some economy seats are better than first class, if you know where to sit. Stay tuned. Here's a seat trick most passengers overlook, and it's mental. When you're sitting in the middle seat, you're technically entitled to both armrests. It's an unwritten rule of flying that experienced flyers are aware of. But here's the real genius move. Use that middle seat to your advantage on flights that aren't full. Airlines know nobody wants the middle, so it's usually the last seat to be assigned. If the flight isn't packed, there's a good chance you'll end up with the entire row to yourself. That's basically an instant upgrade, without paying a cent. Pro tip, check the seat map 24 hours in advance. If no one has reserved the middle seat in your row, you've just won airplane lottery. That too sneaky? It's going to get even better. Let's talk about a seat location airlines, which you never knew existed. Secret number 4, the center aisle advantage. On the bigger wide-body planes with a middle section of 3 or 4 seats, the majority of passengers overlook the middle aisle seats, but those are gold. Here's your reason. You get easy aisle access without having to rise for another person over and over. Passengers in side aisles are in and out all the time, especially if their window or middle seat partners need to use the lavatory. In the middle aisle, by contrast, you're far less disturbed. Airlines love it when you're in those side aisles because constant interruptions get drowsy passengers to pay more for snacks, drinks, and extras. Don't fall for it. For the least disturbance and best comfort, take the middle aisle seat, one that isn't near the bathrooms. It's my below the radar insider tip. But wait, there's more. Let's break down one of the biggest decisions, where to sit, based on what matters most to you. Secret number 5, front versus back. Choose your fighter. This isn't about preference. This is pure strategy. Where you sit determines everything from whether you receive a meal to your stress levels. Let's start with the front of the airplane. You're served first. Your meal options actually materialize, and you're among the first of a godsend if you have a tight connection. You also get first dibs on bin space. But here is what airlines won't advertise. The front is also baby central. Families with infants and toddlers like to sit here, and business travelers trying to exit the plane quickly add to the chaos. Now, the back of the plane. Yes, it's bumpier and the engine noise is louder. But here's the trade-off. Fewer passengers, more chances to score an entire row to yourself, and way less baby noise. Honestly, I'll take a little engine rumble over a crying toddler any day. The middle of the plane, right over the wings, is the smoothest ride. But it has no advantages whatsoever. No quick exit, no peace and quiet. It's airplane purgatory. So what do you choose? Tight connection or need your meal? Need peace and space? Sit back. Just want a smooth, uncomplicated flight? Sit middle. And now, what airlines don't want you to know at all. The 3 seats you should never, ever book. These seats are so bad that they need to come with warning labels. Number 1, the very back row. No recline, close to the bathrooms, no overhead bin space. You board last. It's like paying a full fare to have a miserable time. Number 2, seats in front of exit rows. Most people don't know this, but they don't recline. It's a safety rule, although airlines won't tell you that until you're stuck on an 8-hour flight with aching back. Number 3, bulkhead seats, unless you've done your research. They seem spacious, but here's the catch. No underseat storage. Everything must go in the overhead bin, and the armrests are fixed, meaning less wiggle room. These can be the most deceptive seats on the plane. Stay tuned, because in the final part, I'll reveal how to actually hack seat selection tools and apps to guarantee the best seat every time. Don't miss it. And don't even get me started on those flimsy pop-out tray tables. They're accidents just waiting to happen. But here's how you avoid one of those awful seats. Your secret weapon, the SeatGuru hack. Here's your complimentary insider tip. Before booking any seat, go to SeatGuru.com. It's your personal seat detective. Just punch in your flight number, and it will provide you with a detailed seat map with red flags. That random window seat that looks just fine? SeatGuru might reveal to you that the window is misaligned and you'll be staring at a wall for 6 hours. That perfect-looking aisle seat, as it turns out, it's right next to the galley where flight attendants gather and talk for the whole flight. Airlines are counting on you booking blind. Don't make it so easy for them. Ready for another pro move? This last one is a game changer, yet 95% of travelers overlook it. The timing of your seat selection matters just as much as the seat itself. Here's how to play it smart. Check the seat map again 24 hours before departure. This is when everything shifts. Families get reassigned, business travelers cancel or change flights, and you'll often see middle seats open up, perfect for snagging a row to yourself. Flying on a business-heavy Tuesday to Thursday flight, book a middle seat on a less crowded flight. There's a strong possibility the row will be empty. Flying on a weekend or vacation-heavy day? Revert to your window or aisle strategy. Those flights are crowded. One more tip. If, when checking in, you see that the middle seat adjacent to your row is unoccupied, ask the gate agent if you can move to the aisle seat on that same row. Boom! Instant upgrade to more room. No extra fee. So, here's my challenge to you. Before your next flight, tell me which seat strategy you'll be trying in the comments. Are you giving up the aisle seat trap? Experimenting with the middle seat for a possible row upgrade? Or are you claiming that center aisle seat for maximum comfort? And hey, if this video just saved you from a travel disaster, hit that like button. It helps more travelers discover these insider secrets. Subscribe for more genius travel hacks. The airlines really don't want you to know. I'll be back in 2 days with more ways to beat the system. Safe travels.